The announcement of closer defence ties between Australia and the US has been greeted with caution in the region. The Philippines has also strengthened defence ties with its former colonial master. Indonesia says an increased US presence could be a stabilising influence, but is warning against a tit-for-tat military build-up. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports.
Barack Obama told the Australian Parliament the United States is shifting its focus east.
Our enduring interests in the region demand our enduring presence in the region. The United States is a Pacific power, and we are here to stay.
And that's causing concern in China, which sees the announcement as a direct response to its growing influence in the region. An opinion piece in the Chinese government's English language newspaper, The People's Daily, points out the difficult position in which it places Australia, caught between its military alliance with the United States and its economic relationship with China.
We believe that there should be real actions to further strengthen cooperation with the two sides. As for using the form of a military alliance, China has its own concepts of friendly cooperation with all countries.
But not all countries in the region see the increased US military presence as a problem. Yesterday's announcement coincided with another major defence agreement between the US and a second long-term ally in the region, the Philippines.
Signing of the Vision Statement on the Mutual Defence Treaty attests to the vitality of our alliance, especially at a time when the Philippines is facing challenges to its territorial integrity in the West Philippine Sea.
The Philippines and Vietnam have accused China of repeatedly sending ships into areas they claim in the potentially oil-rich Spratly Islands of the South China Sea, and of trying to sabotage oil exploration in their waters.
We are seeking to broaden and strengthen our partnership beyond defence. The Manila Declaration that we have just signed sets forth a shared vision for strategic, political, economic and people-to-people cooperation.
China was blunt in its response.
We believe outside interference, or interference from non-relevant countries, does not help solve the issue, but makes it more complicated and difficult to resolve.
While China says it values diplomacy above confrontation in dealing with regional issues, its diplomatic efforts might need more work, according to China analyst and former Defence Intelligence staffer Paul Monk.
China is going to have to acknowledge that its neighbours don't want to see it push and shove. And so if it wishes to expand its sense of security and primacy, it's going to have to do it by wooing and winning over its neighbours rather than intimidating them.
Australia's nearest neighbour expressed concern about the possibility of a tit-for-tat arms build-up in the region.
What I would hate to see is that if such developments were to provoke a reaction and counter-reaction, precisely to create that reverse or a vicious circle of tensions and mistrust or distrust.
The Indonesian foreign minister also urged all parties to be clear about their intentions.
It's very important when a decision of this type is taken, there is transparency of what the scenario being envisaged is or are, and that there is no misunderstanding as a result.
The United States says it wants China to play by international rules. But Paul Monk believes Beijing will look at how the United States has interpreted those rules in the past.
It's intervened in various countries, it has backed dictators, and they might well be saying in Beijing, if that's good enough for you, why is it not good enough for us?
No doubt the US and Australia will clarify their positions when they meet the Chinese leadership in Bali this weekend. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Late Line.